job representing our country, just the feeling, the essence of it all. Is it okay if we start with all the questioning for you guys? Yeah? Okay, my name is Richardson Sherry. I am Haitian as well. Big ups. And I am your moderator for tonight. So any questions or anything, I will just, walk you guys through that path, okay? We're gonna start with the first question, okay? I wanted to ask you, what was the inspiration for producing this fantastic, once again, fantastic documentary?
Hello?
Oh, it's
Yeah. It was really after the earthquake, and I felt like, I wasn't a doctor, so I felt like as an artist, I wanted to show a different image that I never saw of Haiti. So, being Haitian American, and I saw Haiti with no agency, and I knew that was not the truth. So that was the reason I want to show a different image of Haiti, because from mainstream media, you always saw the negative things, the poverty porn. I think even with Katrina, same thing. It was a lot of just negative things, not like people trying to survive, and really helping their community. So I think that's why I wanted this to really show our community, from our strength. Usually, when people see Haiti, it's always from a deficit model. So that was the reason why.
Okay, I'm gonna get closer to you. I feel like I'm
Okay.
too far. I'm gonna take my seat over here. I do have another question for you. How long did it take you to produce this film?
It's been 10 years. I started this, first it was just short when I was in grad school. Then I just continued to go back to Haiti because I just you get the actor's bug, you get the Haiti bug, and you just fall in love with it. And I was seeing how the artist was so resourceful there that it just, I became a curator, I became transformed. Like the Center of the Art is a great institution there, and it's weird that I teach at a school that is the Center of the Art. So, the question again?
How long it took you to do this?
Oh yeah, like I said, yeah, it was 10 years, and but it was family, my wife helping, doing all the graphics and raising money, and so it took a long time. And I think I need a certain growth that I need to have. I think I was more mature, and understood everything that Haiti had to offer.
Now, the other question I had for you is the collaboration in the film from perspective of music and editing. How important was that for you?
I'm a starter, but I'm a
You pass it on to Kennard.
Kennard, because that was Kennard's work. It was so important. That's why I reached out to him. I knew he was a composer, and I've been knowing him for a long time at Kareem's Gallery Lakai, and I said I need that African jazz, and I know he's been in Nigeria before, and he's a professor too, and I knew that he would give me that that sauce that I needed. So.
Kudos to you, Kennard. Really, watching it, I also had that same experience. It was more of a jazz feel, to the black diaspora. I love that. It wasn't just like drumming, There was a story there, It had an intro, it had, it had a whole arc to it, and I love that. So thank you. Please.
Thank you. First of all,
It's on.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you to Jacquil for grabbing me just as we were both walking out of the door of the gallery one night. He said, "Got this movie." I said, "Okay." So, of course, we've been to the same gallery, customers, but just admirers of art, lovers of art at the Gallery of Kai for a long time. And it was such a pleasure to hear that you had finished this movie, because I would hear about it in bits and stages. So the whole nature, I'm going to have to repeat some of what Jacquil talked about, the whole nature of music in film is as a support system. And that's what makes it different from music as though you're writing a symphonic movement for your own pleasure. Music in movies is a support. Jacquil's trying to tell a story. I'm trying to use my skill set to help him tell the story. I'm not trying to use my skill set to help me write my masterpiece in music. This is the whole point, is that in that way, music in motion pictures or music in any kind of visual medium is as a supportive medium, and in that respect it falls into the area of craft. And that's what you learn to do over time. That's the only way you can learn that is through experience.
Thank you so much. Just to let everyone know also, Jacquil is being very modest right now. He is also in charge of the Haiti International Film Festival, which is very unique. He's done such great work for the community. He's always been a great supporter of everything that we do in the community. My film actually showed at his, at the Haitian International Film Festival last year.
Go ahead. Tiffy won best short film, and it just shows you when you put in work. It's like working together. You know what I mean? That's like the Haitian. You can say the Haitian proverb better than me.
So we say "Meo beat shai palu." With a lot of hands, there's nothing that's really that heavy or that you cannot carry or lift, basically, if that makes sense. That was a good little moment. So my next question for you is, how has this film made an impact as a filmmaker, cinema professor, and executive director of the Haitian International Film Festival?
I mean, first thing is completely changed my life, and it's given me access to different environments that I never thought was possible. I mean, just talk to the Haitian Art Society, and like, I need the archival footage from the 40s.
Yeah.
If you guys want me to sell, and knowing that, but that's from being a professor and knowing like history is so important. But I think it allowed other filmmakers for them to dream and to give people their flowers now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who've been doing this culture work for 20, 30 years. Kareem, when I meet Gary Lakai or the galleries in Haiti, like, they've been doing the work. And this is multi-generation. This is families. This is not just one generation. So I think then it took a lot of pressure from me. Because I think in the American system, if you don't make it an artist by the time you're 30, it feels like it's over. But seeing artists like 70 years old, more of an artisan style of art, and how they would teach other than young artists. So I think that motivated me to see a different paradigm, and you could come to your own and really develop your own authentic style, and really be able to change the narrative. I think that's the biggest thing, is like being able to change the narrative and allow, and from this documentary, this is why I started the Haiti International Film Festival, because I realized it wasn't just me. It was a lot of Haitian Americans were going back to Haiti to reconnect with their roots, and they wanted to see Haiti for themselves. And I think that's why there's a revolution in like Haitian cinema now. Digital revolution, but I think people want to take control of the narrative now.
And another congratulations for you. I forgot to mention also, Jacquil also teaches here at Pasadena College.
Yeah.
I mean, like most minorities, when you're given the access, you do the most, you go for the most as much as you can. And this man, he is stretching himself, not thin though, with a lot of depth and just a lot of resources. And we really do thank you in the community. And watching the film, it reminded me, all those guys you saw, all the painters you saw on the streets of Pétionville, it really is like that. When you go to Haiti, there's this area, they're just all around. It is the most beautiful thing you'll ever see. And if you are an art lover, or you know about art, you get to see, their style, just the strokes, everything that they're doing, it's gorgeous. Moving on to the next question now. Haiti International Film Festival, you kind of touched on it, but really, why did you start it? Like, why? Because you could have done anything. It's Los Angeles. You could have joined someone else. You could have just done diaspora. Why Haiti International Film Festival?
I think in Los Angeles, there's so many different cultures. There's the Jewish Film Festival, there's the Armenian Festival, and even Haitians fought me for a point. Why should it be a Haiti International Film Festival? I was like, why not? I think it was just like I wanted to have time to develop, to show all these amazing films that were happening in Haiti, in France, in the Dominican Republic and the Caribbean, I think it was just like, I fell in love with it, with the film. So I think it's something else you fall in love with, so that's what, and it's to see these, Jimmy John Louise has been supporting our film festival from its inception, and having that access, because you are Haitian American, and Garcelle Bouvet is here. Like, most of the Haitian actors live in Los Angeles, so that's another benefit for us. But just to be able to network with other Haitian creators that, when I worked at Paramount, there was maybe one Haitian that was on the, and I think the film festival got me to connect with other Haitian producers, other filmmakers from the diaspora, because we show films from the African diaspora too. Yeah. And I think it's just, I wanted to make it global. Like, when I went to FESPACO, when I went to Cannes, just seeing like these amazing films that mainstream doesn't show. And I think when people come to the film festival, I want to empower them. I want them, even they go through discrimination, they go through different issues, but through our film festivals, they can see themselves in a different light, and to motivate them. And I think it's great to know that this idea that was in my head now, 8 years later, is an institution. People are going to college, and I'm writing recommendation letters for them now, and it's insane. I have interns in Haiti now. Down Zoom, I call her, she's in the DR, and she's sending, me is my virtual assistant. Or, I have one of our students, Daniel Chu, she's Chinese American. She does all my social media marketing. So it's just like having that institution and providing to other artists. Like having what other artists did for me. Now I can pass the torch to other artists. I can provide that, or my students too. So I think it's just, and I feel like you have to know, like, there's a certain point where you have to do the work. I think there was a point I was waiting for somebody, and I was like, who else gonna do it? I was raised in Hollywood. I'm Haitian American. Like, who's gonna have this perspective or have this secret sauce? So I think I just kind of like, okay, this is the work I had to do.
Yeah. More flowers for you. I forget this one. He's also an art curator. We just did a gala, and he curated all the art for us. He was in charge of the whole gala for that portion of it, and did an amazing job. I think we sold one or two, which was really good, and we just got a lot of attention, a lot of eyes on what we do and what he does. So thank you once again. Did you ever imagine your film becoming an award-winning film and the impact on the Haitian diaspora community?
Actually, I wrote, and I think me and my wife did a vision board, and I was like, I want to win this year. Last year I was humble. This year I was like, the short, I just like to get this year I want to win. And I put it on my vision board, and it happened. And I was listening to Eric Thomas, he's the hip hop preacher, and he was like, if you go 80%, you're not gonna get until you go 120. When I went 120, I started winning. I said, man, this is true. I said, okay. I want to take this to the next level. So I think it was just like my mindset just changed. I think when you call things into the universe, they happen. Yeah. The biggest paper in Haiti covered us when we were in Cannes, and that opened doors to what we showed our film at the Haitian Embassy. Now the Haitian Embassy wants us to bring the Haiti International Film Festival in there in, I think, October. Nice. So,
and that's to his credit, honestly. Really, it's when we in our community, if we do support each other, the support is there. Like today, we're doing this. So whatever he needs, I'm here. When we were doing the gala, whatever I needed, he was there. And the same, we really do support each other. No matter what you hear about Haiti or Haitians, we do support each other. When something needs to get done, we do put our hands together and we get it done. Politics, like they said, something else. But the people, the heart is there, and we do stand for each other. So that's really good. Thank you so much once again for your work. I'm going to say that all night, by the way. Yeah. And also, where do you want to take this film? Where else do you want to take this film?
Now it's at the Pan African Film Festival, so it's there.
We have 5 Haitian films showing at the Pan African Film Festival. If you can, please go watch it. If you can, please go and attend. I will be there, Jacquil will be there, a lot of our friends will be there. We'll be there to support. You see our little Haitian flags, you can't miss us.
You can't miss us, yeah. It's gonna be at the UCLA Fowler Museum in a couple months. So we're gonna have a whole day, a symposium of Haitian films. We showed Frida, that was at Cannes the year previously, so we're the second film. And Cannes, and there's another film about the importance of like Haitian women. I think a lot of times we don't see that, the market women, you know, Madame Sawa, you know, and she really was instrumental where nobody could leave Haiti, but who was feeding everybody?
Yep.
It was the local women that were feeding people. They couldn't get the money from France and Europe. That local woman was feeding, and a lot of the Haitians that are going to college, it's that market woman that even Haitians don't respect, but she's the one sending them to college. You know, I think that's something you find in the Black diaspora all over. The women are very instrumental of most women of, you know, helping the family. And it's like my mom passed away, but just like show a good thing of Haitian culture, like holding, like giving you a standard. And I think that's my next film too, Dear Mom. It's about a Haitian immigrant woman and how she persevered a abusive relationship, but came to LA, raised, you know, that's how I came out here to California. You know? So I want to show these nuanced stories that I think you know, our community hasn't been able to show, but I think there's more of us who are making these stories and don't feel like they have to be. And I think as immigrants it was different. Like back then you had to just be francophone or just fly into America, but now you can be Haitian American or African. You can show that your cultural identity. So I think because it's not like the 50s where everybody's name was Jim, and you know they were Jim.
Yes, yes. Our women are very strong. They're the backbone of everything that we do really in Haiti. When you go there, you get to see it. They've always had a voice. You look at our revolution, Sandy Bellion, so many of them. If you can, the Sheroes of the Haitian Revolution, great, great book. It just displays all of them. Our women are just as strong as the men. I don't even know how else to say it. But with that said, we are going to open up the floor for questions. Do we have any questions for these two wonderful gentlemen over here? Anyone? Okay, I'll be coming to you, by the way. Get to work out a little bit.
I really enjoyed your documentary, and I wanted to ask you, in the beginning of your documentary, you had pictures of women, they're not pictures of art of women, and I wanted to know what time frame was that? Because it really resembled some of the Western civilization sort of depiction of women in terms of like their bodies. So I want to know, what era was that artwork from?
In which one?
So in your documentary, so in the beginning there were a lot of just pictures of topless women, and so I wanted to know what era or time frame was that from?
I'll be honest, I
Okay.
can't answer that question, but I know it was like it's like a pretty famous Haitian artist.
Okay.
I wouldn't know like the particular era that he actually created. But
One
I'll say
second.
that.
The artist time frame that he takes, right? His idea of that art, and it's timeless as far as the artist is concerned. So these pictures that you see of women, topless women, it's just his idea of what beauty is. It's timeless.
Also, if I may interject, in Haitian culture, being topless is a normal thing. Growing up as a child, that was a normal thing. So for us, that beauty can be depicted in many different ways. Yes?
Thank you so much for your work. It's absolutely beautiful and touched my heart. Brought my children to see your work, so thank you so much for what you're doing. I have a goal to travel to Haiti. I am actually Ugandan, born in Kenya, came to America, and the press that I saw that they were giving, you know, my country was not what I lived. So with my desire to travel to Haiti, and of course now seeing this art, can you please speak on the reality when you step onto the ground because it's very, I don't trust Western media to tell me what's going on based on my personal experience. It's a place that I do want to visit, and I do know I have some connections there, but it's still very confusing just because of the unrest and everything that's going on. But at the same time, you know, I don't trust, you know, the news. So I would like to hear, you know, for us that do want to go see these people, do want to go see the art, what is really going on? You know, can we go? Can we go right now? Is it safe? All these kind of questions.
I'll say right now, unless you're going to the north, you're going to like Ocop or something, it's pretty safe there. But if you're in Port-au-Prince right now, this is my way to reconnect. I've shown the film, I've shown the different communities. I wouldn't say now was the time to go to like the city center, you know, of going to Port-au-Prince. But if you're going out the city, that's something that you could probably do. But I think right now, to go to Port-au-Prince because the gangs, there's some real issues. So I think that's probably you just have to think. And I even have some filmmakers that want to film different places, but have somebody on the ground with you. And I think the times I've been to Haiti, I've always had like one of my family members. They have a house in Haiti, so they look out for you. You have a person take you, or even your family. Have somebody pick me up at the airport, and they look out for you. So I think it's like really having, what they call piate, having foot on the ground. Like have somebody there when you get there, you know. And I think that would make it. But hopefully, you know, things in the government get. I mean, it's no government right now, but other than the government, yeah. But I hope things get better. I mean, it can't be like this forever. Yeah, but I think going up north, I love when I went to Cap Haitian, that's where all the history is. My mom's from Port-au-Prince, from the north, and you get to see, like, they have a certain swagger. Like, when you go to north from Port-au-Prince, it's just totally different. Like, so I think it's just kind of where you go. If you're not in the city, I think you get out more in the suburbs, it'll be better.
Yeah, and also because Haiti's so centralized, when they say Haiti, it sounds like it's the whole country, but it's really like a 7 to 10 mile radius. You know, I brought my partner to Haiti this summer. I'm going to Haiti later this year, you know, for a film. So, I mean, it really depends, just like anywhere else. Today there was, an advisory for do not travel in parts of Mexico, you know? But they said parts of Mexico. They never say do not travel to parts of Haiti. Just a thing.
Thank you for this wonderful film. I'm Haitian American, so again, it touched my heart, and just seeing a different perspective in regards to art and just Haitians overall. Thank you, I appreciate it. Even being Haitian, you know, I'm so used to being such an American, right? So it was really nice to just be able to connect with this film today. So I would love to buy Haitian art, and this has been a goal of mine for many years. And I find that it's pretty hard to find, and I'm sure I'm not looking at the right places. So what would you advise if someone would like to buy Haitian art? There were a lot of pieces on here that I loved, especially the one with the woman. It looked like it was she was blue. It was a blue woman, and it looked like she was like floating or something.
Yeah.
Who is that artist? And if anyone is interested in Haitian art, where can they buy it?
I'm in Los Angeles. I do have a Haitian Brooklyn gallery. So we do have Haitian art. Gallery Lakai has been here for over 30 years.
They're on
So
Sunset.
they're on Sunset.
Yeah.
It's gallery in the home, because they took the same concept from Haiti. A lot of the galleries are in homes. So the same thing in our house in North Toluca Lake. We have Haitian art in our home, and it just gives you a certain energy when you have Haitian art in your home. You know, so I think it's a great thing. I mean, I think that's the thing that made before all the stuff, the Cosby Show really popular in the 80s. They had all the black art at home, and that made an explosion of African American art, is because it was at home. So I think it gives you a mission and purpose when you see images that look like you.
Right, yeah. And even books too.
in books yet. So if you want to talk to me about that, I have the Haitian Book Collage Gallery, and it's online, and we could definitely, make a tour. So that's what, I fell in love with the art completely, where I became a collector, started a gallery. And I think that's what Haiti does for you. It opens you up. You see beautiful hotels that you don't even see here. You see communities that are like so affluent. If you don't know that, you can't even go in. So I think it just changed. You can't even, you're like, damn, I'm not even there yet. Even in Haiti, So I think it changes your perspective and makes you see there's so many possibilities, and you're not so, and I think it does something to you when you see statues, dollars that look like, it changes your mentality that you could be a part of this world and you can make a contribution. And we have for many years, over 20 years, so.
And Haiti Engage also, if you guys want to, Haiti Engage, you can find him on Instagram. He has a great collection of Haitian books that from his family, that's been passed down. His name is Jean-Philippe Beaulieu. Yeah.
Yep. We have a lot of intellectuals, artists. It's just kind of tap it, like really do the research. It's there. If you look, it's definitely in the community. So.
Yes, sir.
Hi. Yeah, I kind of like this documentary. It kind of gives me like a more learning curve of how art connects to like the Haitian culture. And then my question is like when this previous someone asked like what's the safety or the like crime rates in Haiti? Because I heard like a few years ago like the Haitian president was assassinated, and then I'm not from here, but I'll make sure. Like I know like one like a president from like a foreign country, they just stay there for like a few hours and then go because of the crime rates and all that. I'm not sure, is that true or something?
I may change whenever you're able to get like guns into the country, and I think things have. Haiti was like the crime rate of Maryland. It was when people can get all these guns, and they were basically the guns are sent from the West there, so it really destabilized everything.
Yeah.
Before Haiti you could just walk down the street. You didn't have that. I didn't feel any fear when I was in Haiti. But now, guys have AK-47s walking down the street. So that's a different environment. And they're kidnapped, other Haiti. So it's a different environment because now, with the president being assassinated, it just created a different environment. So, I think even with Haiti, they're not getting the resources they need. The affluent are living very well, then the majority are not. So I think we have to do something with that economic disparity that we have in Haiti. Like you can go some places that look like Beverly Hills, then you go some other places that's like, it's the complete opposite. So I think until we can't expect everyone to be happy, but if you're doing so well, and the majority of people are not doing well, and I think now, because people have social media, they could see what the world looks like, so you can't, I think that needs to change too, that the politicians, the educational system is not only for the elites. And I think that's even we're having similar issues in our country, but with Haiti, with a smaller island, it's even more.
Sorry, one more question. Because I've taken a course in like land studies and then the last few weeks I talked about like how Haiti and Dominican Republic are, because the two countries they're like border together. And my question is, what's the difference between like the Haitian culture and the Dominican Republic culture? So I kind of forgot.
There's a lot. It's more francophone French with Haitians. It's the Spanish culture, but I think there was a big like classism. There's racism. There's in Latin America there was a point that you would get Europeans to not be. I guess, black, you know, that would, so I mean, there's a lot of like issues, I think, it's not the people, it's the government, you know,
Yeah.
like, I think the immigration policy that changed, where there's over 200,000 Haitians who lived in Dominican for over 30, 40 years that now don't have no citizenship. You know, those are the documentaries that we show at our Haiti International Film Festival. And actually, one of the films 2 years ago was about the issue in the Dominican Republic. So we do try to show that, and you know, but I think it's very complicated.
Yeah.
But I think it has to do with, you know, it's culture clash. It's if in the Caribbean, if you say you're not black in the Caribbean, it's like Haitian, then you won't be treated the same. Either it's Jamaica, where the Haitians are treated pretty bad across all the Caribbeans. It's not just DR, you know. So it's so I think that's another reason that Haitians, like, they're really proud. You know, we're the first black independent nation. So some people like us first, and some people, you know, don't like us for that. But
Just a little bit on this one.
yeah.
Go on. One of the things that inspired me to work with Jacquil on this is that very often we don't know how deep the narrative, the negative narrative is. There wouldn't be a United States without Haiti. There would not be a United States without Haiti. Because the French needed money so badly, they sold the United States the Louisiana Purchase. That's the entire middle of the United States. That finally connected this country as one whole country. And that was because the French needed the money to sustain the war with Haiti, and Haiti still kicked their ass. Over and over until they finally had to leave, but it left the French bankrupt. So one of the first things that happened on an international level, Jacquil and I have talked about this stuff for a long time, you know, many hours, is that the international monetary system, whatever those judges are that function in a way that they lay down the law for countries and relations between countries, they made Haiti pay reparations to France for kicking their ass because they lost the income that they had from the slave labor and the slave system that they created with Haiti. So, vilification of Haiti in the press and just word of mouth became the thing to do. Those people, evil. Those black people are evil. They beat up France.
Voodoo.
You know, can't do that. So that narrative began so long ago. It's one of those things that's continued to today. But Haitians don't carry that narrative about themselves. They carry their pride, they carry the strength, they carry the value of their art and their creativity inside of them. This is the thing that you notice when you travel around the world. When I went to Nigeria to teach over there, they don't carry America's narrative about them over there. Those people walk down the street with pride, they walk down the street with their history, they are grounded in their potential. They're not grounded in the narrative that the rest of Europe carries about them, and the United States. So there's a function in making sure somebody is the villain in these things. It's financial, it gets complicated, it's political, it's financial, it's a bunch of things. But the one thing that you can do, the one thing we all can do, is don't believe it. Don't believe it. You know, you find out for yourself, and then you'll find out these people are strong. They're educated, they're brilliant. Some of the best students I ever had were in Nigeria. I was like, whoa, hello, I hope I learn that when I get older. And I'm old. So it's the point is that you have to watch, you have to be careful with what you accept as truth in the way of our relations with other nations within the globe.
And I just, you know, I've been to Haiti so many times. I wouldn't be me if I didn't say this first thing. Even just the word voodoo, right? That was all propaganda to make us look more like monkeys, cannibals, eating people from the French, American, everyone. When you speak, when you say that word in any African language or even French language, you say vaudou. It's two separate words put together, right? Free community. And it was part of the whole slave trade. When that was happening, these people left and went to live in this area, and they created this way of life. It's not a religion until it came to Haiti. You know, and that's something to also like think about, the demonization of that. So that's important. And I highly recommend everyone watching this documentary called Price of Sugar. If you want to learn some things about the Dominican Republic and Haiti relations, it really teaches you the demonization of black skin and what it is and how that happens down there, right? And yeah, that's a very sticky, I just wanted to say that to you, okay? Then we do have time for a few more questions. Next one.
Thank you for the movie. It's long d'accord. And I'm a French francophone. Okay. I hope I don't mind. I just heard her say something about Paris is the capital of the art. So I kind of disagree. There are other beautiful towns like Florence and Venice. And I wanted to say so in Haiti, in Port-au-Prince, there's sporadic places where they have arts and people are trying to make do and trying to sell it. So she mentioned Paris. We have the art, the Quartier Latin, where artists put their arts and tourists come. That's what they're known for. Those people go there. In southern France, where I'm from, we have Valoris, where there's all the people who do pottery and people like flock in from Germany, from England, from just to that area where they buy pottery. So why isn't there, like, instead of putting it on the wall, that's not bad to do it on the wall. Of course, you know, wall is beautiful, but also it's just a place for the artists to be recognized. That's what they need, so that tourists come exactly, they know where they go, because they can't just go here and there. But if they have a place known for the artists, I think they would make money. They don't need the government to dish out stuff for them. They need to make their own money and be recognized for their art. Another thing I just wanted to mention, may I make another comment?
Go right
Okay.
And to your question, we do have an area like that. So wherever in Haiti there's like tourist spots, hotels, they make sure to have the artists there. And that's part of the community and not the government.
That's great, but also for people to know exactly where it is. I mean, John on the street doesn't know exactly, you know, like for Paris, oh, you have to go to Quartier Latin. Everybody knows that, right?
Yeah.
Right? The Rive Gauche, whatever. So I just wanted to say, as a French teacher, I still have a bitter taste in my mouth for the 2010, for the earthquake. And I know that as a teacher, during that time, I made my students be aware of it. It's like almost a 3 lesson plan, where they did nothing but about Haiti. Other teachers who are not, they just do donations, and that was the end of it. But I think I made an impact on my students, and I told you I have a video I wanted to show you later. They learned so much during that time about Haiti, about the food, about the dances, about everything, about the arts, and especially about the earthquake and the misery of people and the corrupted government. That's what I wanted to put that. You know, some other teacher didn't think that it was important as long as you send money. Money doesn't last. The impact that I think I put on my. And also, one more thing, can I just do one more thing? Let me lose. After the earthquake, there are some people who did not get their asylum to come here. A lot of people were not able to come to the country after that. People died during the trip in the water, you know, and I think it's a shame. It's a shame that they didn't allow people to come after. That's really was an emergency, and urgent. And now we have the doors open for everybody, and then not for Haiti. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. One thing I do want to say about Haiti, it all works micro to macro. For example, Haiti at once, mahogany wood was just like the top thing there, right? But a lot of companies in the western side, France and whatever, they sent people there, to buy it off of this person, off their land. Or they would say, you gotta cut this tree down because it's part of the whole voodoo thing because of ignorance, right? And people would cut these trees down and these foreigners would take them, build great, armoires with them and whatever they needed, furniture with them. And now we have a deforestation issue, right? And so you have to think all those years of doing that and not educating the people, that's what happens. Same thing with the rice. He just, has to buy so much rice, but, we can make our own and feed our own, but it's all from micro to macro, right? It affects us in a bigger way, we just don't know. And because of lack of direction from government politicians and the huge exodus of all of our intellectuals in the 80s, it's brought us to this point now that we have to replenish that bucket of intellectuals and knowledge and how the micro affects the macro for us in Haiti. Next question.
I think this has to be the last question. Is that
Yes.
we have to
One
start?
more after this one, then we're done. Because we got some good Haitian food for y'all.
Hi, my name is Stefan. I'm also a PCC staff here. Jacquil, we got a chance to actually, I think, to speak through email quickly through, I think Rochelle put us in touch, I want to say. So I just want to just tell you from one artist as well to another that I commend you for your strength. I totally salute you for spending this time to make sure your mission was complete. And you did more than just what you think you've done, honestly. You've actually brought a space for Haitian Americans like myself. I have my mother here who's actually fully Haitian. My sister who's also here with my nephew, her son. And it just created opportunity to for us to get together as family and actually do something within the culture that we only see only through our mother. So it was great. I mean, my mom is doing her part with teaching my nephew Creole a lot more than she did get to really teach us enough. So if you guys heard him, he was actually counting in Creole out loud. So I was like, it's not the time now, you're kidding. So just everything in one, man. I completely commend you. I know what it takes to put together films and how long it takes and the endurance you have to do so. So congratulations on the success on top of that. And I'm sure that, anything else that we would have to say, we'll catch up with you after. But thank you for making our culture more aware in a beautiful space. Thank you.
One last question, and make it really hard for him. One last question. Good, let's make it hard for him. Give him some challenging.
One of my students.
Hey Jacquil, I just want to say that leading on for this comment, I feel like it was the film was very inspiring. Prior to watching this film, I wasn't too aware of Haiti. I knew of their existence and I knew them as a country, mainly through football, soccer. But just watching this film, it just made me realize that there are more countries that are involved in art, especially Haiti. I didn't realize that Haiti was a country that was heavily involved in art, and now after watching this documentary, I really want to get more involved in knowing Haiti for the arts, and just watching the art pieces was really amazing. I had a question regarding the film, and it was just because I realized that your artistic point of view for this film was really important, and I just wanted to ask the reasoning to the shots where they were unfocused. And I feel like that just, for me, I thought that you made them unfocused on purposely to basically captivate the voices of the Haiti people, because in a way they are also art, the voice. But that's my opinion. That's what I got from it. Was there a reasoning?
No, I think just honestly, as a film, the lighting there was really bright, and I had a high definition camera, and it was just I was just trying to capture what this artist was just trying to say, and I think he just was eloquent, because when you think of Haitian art, especially in Haiti, you don't think of that. you know, you're not thinking, like particularly for somebody that was out of school in Haiti, who graduated from there, and I felt what he said was just like really articulate, and I felt like, you know, it was just important. And there was times there was some stuff that was out of focus, but I did want to, you know, just really show that his brilliance in a sense, you know. So that was the reason why. You know.
Yeah. I also love the way the artists talk about their art. You know, it's like the things they said about their art. It's like even all the things going around their surroundings, their environment, doesn't affect their art. You know, whether they sell or not, they are creating just because of the art. And it's like that's what a true artist really does. I love that.
Well, thanks a lot.
Okay, everyone, before we leave you, it wouldn't be right for us as Haitians to not do this. I'm gonna say sac passé. So, not boule. So what's going on? We cooking, we good, we happy, you know, we're there. Sac passé? Sac passé? All right, Jacquil, please close us out. Anything you want to say?
Yeah, I just want to say thanks for VAMS is really supporting this whole program, having the film and having discussions of how we should market. So I think that was really beneficial. I want to say thanks, Zach. You know, you helped a lot. You know, so I want to say thanks to the PGC community, the students that came out. You know, our dean, Mark Owentrout, he helped to put this together. My wife was always there. She's at every screening from the beginning. So thank you so much. My editor's not here, but Heather, it's been 2 years we worked together on this project. You know, and
She's right there.
oh, she is there. I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know. So she's instrumental. She was with me when we were at Cannes, to Pan African, to the Silicon Valley African Film Festival, and she's Jamaican American, and was able to like put this project because we're both come from the diaspora, you know. So I think just having a good team and having a village, you know, really allows you to do some amazing work, and so I think that's, you know, what really helped, you know, and I think, you know, those are the, you know, just continue and the new filmmakers, new creators, just do your work, and the one thing I'll say, trust your instinct. People tell you you should do it this way, but you should really trust your instinct, and you know, now our film is award winning, so yeah, and I want to say, so, you know, it's great, and thanks for coming out and supporting tonight. So, you know, performing arts came out too, so it takes a village to make these things happen. These conversations we have, you guys get to see, you know, the end result, but it's like 8 months of work it takes to put something together. And Rochelle, come on, Rochelle was like putting the flyer everywhere. Let's get it on the digital signage. You know what I mean? It's like having this village that will give you this insight. So I think you guys need to like really connect with people, you know, and I just want to say just thank you so much, you know, and let's have some Haitian food.
Yes.